Hi, Marcy. I'm trying to set up a Facebook Live to do a opening of some pictures we had sent to us, and I'm trying to see if people can hear me. And I guess you did. Can you type something so I know you're hearing me now? Dixie. Hi, Dixie. So I assume you can hear me. I don't know how to get my wife's phone to log into this thing. Check in live video. Okay, it's working. All right. Something with that. All right. So what we've got here, we ordered some prints from our printer, and they came in a couple days ago, and we thought we'd open them up, and we set up our panels like we have at our show in our tent out here in the front of the house. And hopefully we'll get this done before it gets really hot and the sun comes around. Hi, Kurt.
Which one do you want first?
Yeah, just open one of them. Whichever. Doesn't matter. You can put it up here. I need to see how that looks. Okay. Yeah, it's on a tripod, Michelle. Hi, Jerry. So we'll see how these are boxed up. Yeah, I don't know when they're connected together here, but they are. Do you have a scissors?
I do. There you go, sir.
Take a look. Can you see everything?
Can't see you, but hang on, hang on.
All right, let's see. There's a wrap. Like they use a lot of tape. Now these are all these prints that for some reason my earbuds aren't working, so I can't hear anything. So we have to fix that another time. So I thought I'd be able to hear.
Okay. Oh, Alan Brown is on there. Morning, Alan. Just doing a little unboxing of some new prints that we received yesterday.
Yeah, we're gonna show these at the Lake Geneva Arts in the Park. That's why we ordered them, so we had something to put on our tent for people to see.
Looks like you have two in there together, babe.
These things are really. Oh, they are. They're back to back. They're front to front or something. We'll never get these back in here. At least we'll have a video of how they took them apart. I don't know which one these are.
Oh, that turned out pretty nice, Gare.
This is a clematis.
Gare, why don't you,
We took a picture
excuse
of.
me, Gare, why don't you step this way a little bit closer to the camera? That's good, right there.
That's really turned out beautiful.
You know, I just love this metal. It's like looking at HD TV. You know, it just gives everything a whole new depth
Yep.
and dimension.
And we pretty much decided to go with metal as our default because it's light, easy to display at an art show. It really pops. It's less expensive than acrylic and less likely to get scratched or anything. So, of course, we do the paper here. And we send out for these. So
Yeah, Michelle likes it too. She likes the metal. Want to show how it's done in the back?
Here's the end on, so you can see how thin they are. And then we've got the wood around the edges for strength, and it's got the hanging system. So,
And they do a nice job too, those D-hooks, even on a piece of metal that's so lightweight like that.
that's what they call these B hooks.
D-hooks, the
D-hooks.
terms. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
One up here. Somewhere.
oh. Well, Marcy, I tell you, we order these through. Marcy's asking where we purchase these because she has some prints she'd like to have done.
Well, we can.
I tell you, last year we partnered during the pandemic. We partnered with
How do you get these?
one of the largest printing companies in the country, and it's all done now through our website.
You'll have to hang that
So, okay. Guess who does all the picture hanging part? Anyway, if you do go to our website, Marcy, there is an option to upload and print, it's called. And if you just follow through the steps, you can actually, from our website, upload any print you have and order it directly from our own printer yourself, and they will drop ship it right to your door. So when you get that far, if you want, you can always just give us a call, or you can send us a quick email through our site, and we can help you step through it too.
All right.
But I'm sure you can probably follow the process through. Oh, there's your midnight peony.
That really turned out good.
It did, didn't it?
Looks just like that looked on the computer screen.
Uh-huh.
All right.
You want to tell them how you got that like that?
Well,
I'll hang this for you.
it's a matter of zooming in with the camera, and depending on the light, you can open up the aperture, and it blurs out the background. And if you're in the right light conditions, it'll turn it dark like that. So it gives the three-dimension pop to the flower because it's so much lighter and whiter. So everything we do, we brighten it up a little bit with Photoshop because it always prints out darker than it really looked like. This turned out great though.
It did. It turned out really nice. Forgot to give you your hanging lessons.
So we'll open up another one.
Nice picture of your back, baby. Vicky's joined us. Lori's here. Welcome, folks. Those of you that just joined us, hi, Ron. We're doing a little unveiling here. We just ordered a number of metal prints for some of our upcoming fall and late summer shows here. And they just arrived yesterday, so we thought, well, what the heck? We'll just let everybody join us, and we'll have Christmas in July here as Gary unwraps everything. We did last year begin working with another printing company, So we now can provide all of our images on multiple different medias. The metal you're seeing here this morning, we do wood now. That's another sublimation process like the metal. We can also do acrylic, which really does an outstanding job as well. And as well as the traditional canvas and framed art paper. But we have found over the course of the last year of showing all of this that it seems to be the new hot ticket item is metal. It's very light, extremely easy to manage. Oh, that's beautiful, Gare.
Yeah.
Look at the depth of that. Can you bring it this way just a little bit closer?
See how light it is? I mean, you can just lift it with one hand. It's just aluminum and lightweight wood.
But look at the color.
Yeah, it turned
It's
out
awesome.
Great. All right.
Okay, so.
So you can hang that if you.
Okay.
I'll open up the other box.
All right. The other box has the larger prints in it. What you doing over there, Gare?
What?
You have to lift it over? There you go.
I think I'll just slide on.
Now I see why everything came in such a small box. It's one thing about the aluminums, they are incredibly light and durable, so they've just packaged everything together with some foam board and a million miles of bubble wrap. And it's made it all the way here from North Carolina with no problem. This is great. Hi Debbie, welcome aboard. We're just doing some unveiling here of some new metal prints we just received yesterday.
Well, so far so good here.
So we decided to go ahead with this because we do have a number of shows coming up here. In fact, we've got about 4 shows. It looks like people are getting out and about again finally. We're so happy. So we're going to be in beautiful downtown Lake Geneva at their Art in the Park here mid-August, August 14 and 15. That's a great venue. I love that little town. We'll be right down there on the waterfront on
Wrigley.
Thank you, Wrigley, on Wrigley Drive. So if you're looking for something to do on a Saturday, Sunday, come on down and join us. What you got here? Oh, look at that. Look at that sunset, huh?
I think that's the one we call October Sky.
That is October Sky, yes.
Can you hang that?
Sure.
What's that? This is 16 by 20 or 20 by 30, right?
This one would be a little bit larger. I believe this is a 20 by 36. All depends on that aspect ratio.
Yeah, that term aspect ratio, by the way, that's basically a ratio of the height versus the width, and it's different for different cameras. And like, I got one camera that's 2 by 3, So that's 3 inch high by 2 wide if it's portrait. If it's landscape, it's the other way. Got another camera that's 4 by 3. Some of them are, like cell phones, are 16 by 9. So that's for like wide angle lenses, and that's like most computer screens are 16 by 9.
You like the size of October sky, Michelle? Yeah, I really do too. Oh, wow, look at here.
Another sunset.
That one, I'm
This
going
is
to
actually
turn the
our-
camera just a wee bit. Go ahead. I
This is
interrupt
our
you.
logo, actually.
Yeah.
Winter solstice.
That is kind of an interesting story. We call that winter solstice, and everybody wants to know how in the world in Chicago did we ever get a picture of beautiful lake water like that on December 21st? The answer is we didn't. It just happened to be such a beautiful, beautiful color in that sun and the sky that what you're seeing is actually the reflection of the sky on the ice.
Yeah, it turned out great.
You can see this is just totally the reflection of the sky down on the ice. And this is another 20 by 36. I'm going to have a little cleaning to do of all my fingerprints once we get done here. But you can see the metal is so incredibly easy to care for as well. Actually, I just use a little microfiber cloth is all that's necessary to keep it clean. And if it does get something on it that I can't just wipe off, then I'll use just some regular glass cleaner without ammonia. Yeah, the colors, that's one thing with the metal. And the acrylic, you'll see the very same thing. The color is just really so vibrant. It's all done with actually a heat process, where much like developing a regular picture, they do print out the actual picture on a piece of paper, but it's done with a very special ink and a particular type of paper. Then they take a piece of metal that has been covered with a polymer surface, and they put the print on top of that polymer surface metal, and then with a huge heat press, they just impregnate that ink right into that polymer surface.
This one doesn't have the hanging. It's done a different way, I guess.
Oh, okay.
You did that. You ordered that one special, so let's see how they did it.
Yeah, this is birch trees, and it has that special security hanging. If you want to, can you get it unwrapped there, baby?
It's bent too.
Aww. If you want to turn it around, we'll show them what it looks like.
Yeah, they must have dropped this one because it's bent, but
You want to turn it around? So this one you can see, maybe you can see, Gary, can you step to your left, or your right, I guess, a little bit, just a little? Yeah. You can see this one doesn't have a hanging wire on the back. It comes with another package that has 2 hooks. 2 hooks are placed in the wall and hung on here, and then there's a third one that gets placed at the bottom, so that when this picture is on the wall, there's no way anything is going to move. Real nice if you've got some larger prints. We have a couple of these upstairs, and every once in a while I do notice that if I have all the windows open and we get a lot of wind coming through here, they do move just a little bit on the wall. So, but just an example of how something else can be hung. Except I'm not going to be able to hang it here this morning.
No. You prop it up.
I'm just going to set it aside here for now.
Or put it on a hot tub.
There you go. Well, they really got you stuck together there, honey, this morning. He's like this at Christmas, too. It always takes him the longest to open all his presents. So we have a few more shows going on this fall, too. Right. We're going to be in Rockford in the middle of September at the museum there. They've got a real nice show there, too. It's another real pretty venue right along the river. And we're going to be over in Madison in October at a place called Klein's. It's a greenhouse.
That's November.
And it's really kind of a fun spot. So that'll be in Madison on October 16 and 17. And then we're going to take a trip up north to Wausau for right after the Labor Day weekend, September 11 and 12. They have a huge show, one of the biggest shows in the state up there. And that's always a fun trip. What you got here? Oh, yeah, Wind Point.
Anybody like lighthouses?
Where is that, Gary?
It's at Wind Point in the Racine.
Mm-hmm.
So, just a couple more. That's it.
So I think you can kind of see how Wind Point as it hangs there is just a little bit smaller. That's an actual 24 by 30 size. And again, it all has to do with which camera we used and what that aspect ratio was. This is one of our older cameras. It's the old 3:2 aspect ratio that all the old 35 millimeters used to have. And most of the DSLRs do too. It wasn't until cell phones and all these compact digitals got into the act that things became a little bit more complex. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Mark. Welcome. Rigging.
Yep. Yeah, this was taken in San Diego in the harbor. It's the oldest ship still active that still takes people out regularly. Pride of India, or Star of India, something like that.
Star of India, yeah. I always loved his composition on that one. It was one of those days in an incredibly busy harbor where he wanted to take a gorgeous picture of this old antique boat. Surprise, right? But anyway, it was so busy, so many vessels and so many people. But finally he turned and looked up and said, "Hey, how about this?" And took this beautiful overhead shot.
How would you like to be up there in a storm, in a real blow, where way up at the top of the mast? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
That's about the life size of these guys too. We get them here every year in the spring on their way north.
That must be bandage you're talking about.
Yep. Yeah, we named this picture Bandit because we took it behind the house a few feet from here, and he swam up and he had his eye on this seagull that had its great big carp. It was too big for the seagull, but not for him. Just after I took the picture, he rushed it at the seagull, took the carp away, and off he went. So that's why we call him Bandit.
Is that it?
That's it.
It's all your presents.
Well, we got lots of foam boards now. Well, thanks for tuning in. We're going to try to do stuff like this about maybe 3 times a week, and little tidbits about how to take pictures, different techniques and so forth. And give you an update on what we're doing. So until next time, we'll see you later.